Red Dead Online is dying. This claim gets repeated every single day, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, wherever, you've probably heard it too. And especially since the release of Outlaw Pass 5, it's very easy to say that this is a big low point for the game. But is this the end? I hardly think so, and today I want to bring some key highlights from Take-Two Interactive's most recent Q4 earnings conference so we can see how Red Dead Online is doing. We know the lower time frame, the game seems dry, people want new things to do, and just yesterday we got official confirmation of Robberies coming to online in the next update, and that definitely improves some players' outlooks. But how about the higher time frames? What is Red Dead Online looking like long term? That's what we are here to talk about today, so let's get started. If you enjoy this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on this video, and if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your notifications turned on. So the big highlights from the earnings conference are as follows. Red Dead Redemption as a series has sold nearly 60 million units worldwide. Red Dead Redemption 2 individually has sold over 37 million units, with 1 million added in the last quarter alone. It sold 1 million in the last quarter alone. And then RDR2 and RDO are separate entities. So that 1 million units is not standalone sales from Red Dead Online. It's Red Dead Redemption 2 game sales, which is, of course, the full experience, and that includes Red Dead Online. Now, Red Dead Redemption 2 is the second best-selling title in the US in the past 3 years based on dollar sales, which is incredible. And Red Dead Online, as you know, is free with every copy of Red Dead Redemption 2, and another obvious thing here, Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar released the standalone version of Red Dead Online in December of 2020. Now, those 2 points that I just mentioned are heavily related, and it shows that Take-Two is continuing to make Red Dead Online its own distinct product and completely separate from Red Dead Redemption 2. They're related with the game universe and some story canon, but that's really about all at this point. And what I personally see is a feedback loop here. You know, you have interested players who buy Red Dead Redemption 2 and they can play RDR2 story, or they can play Red Dead Online. Other customers may hear about Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, and they may buy Red Dead Online because it's the standalone thing and it's cheaper, and if they enjoy it, they may upgrade to the premium experience, which includes RDR2 and the story, and now they're fully invested in the Red Dead Redemption IP. Now, here's a statement from Strauss Zelnick, who's CEO of Take-Two Interactive. Red Dead Online exceeded our expectations during the fourth quarter, with active players increasing significantly and recurrent consumer spending performing above our plans, due in part to the success of the recently released standalone version of the game. Throughout the period, Rockstar Games released new content updates for Red Dead Online, including brand new missions for solo players, which is basically the Telegram missions, Outlaw Pass number 5, and its new rewards and more, and Red Dead Redemption 2 continued to perform very well and to date has sold over 37 million units worldwide. If this remark sounds familiar, it's because it is. Strauss is still echoing his previous positive statements about this game, and that's a good sign. Take-Two, Rockstar Games, and Red Dead Online are going to keep moving along and expanding with or without you. And that's the exact approach I want to see these companies taking. Red Dead Online better have exceeded their expectations because of the release of the standalone. We know that that would probably be, in terms of highlighting the single most reason for exceeding your expectations in regards to Take-Two. The standalone edition and the release of that is definitely why. A ton of people bought the game, and the most important thing about that is people got the $5 version of Red Dead Online, or how it is at full price now being $20, and they said, oh, well, I saved money on the game. Instead of buying Red Dead Redemption 2 and paying $60 for the online, I got it for $5 when it was discounted, or I got it for $20. And now I see, you know, if I want to buy some microtransactions, I'm technically saving money because I got the game for a cheaper price. Meanwhile, Rockstar and Take-Two are getting extra money out of you by allowing you to buy the game at $5 or $20, and then you pay more in microtransactions just because you didn't pay $60 for the full game. That's why GTA Online was such a success when it went free on the Epic Game Store, and a lot of people paid money for shark cards then, because they got the game for free. And so, hey, what's a $10 or $20 shark card purchase, when probably if the game was $60 or $40 or whatever, you may have not bought it at all. So they made you a customer without even thinking about it. So overall, it's easy to panic or have a negative outlook on short-term news, but you always have to reel your emotions back and look long-term. And when you're heavily invested in really anything in life, you have to do that. You have to be able to take a step back and look at things objectively. If you're heavily invested in this franchise like I am, then sticking to your plan and knowing when to say enough is so important. When a new update releases, I'm playing the absolute heck out of it. I play it a lot to gather footage for a video and for my own personal enjoyment, and then I'm streaming it for 4+ hours that day, and then probably after I wrap up that stream, I play a little bit extra to get done with what I need to for challenges or roles or ranking up new content, whatever it be. But what about recently? I'm not live streaming Red Dead on my Twitch channel as often as I would be during a new content release. I spend some time with roles to make some money and gold and rank up a little bit, and I get what I need to get done with videos and streams because content creation is my job. But after that, I go out. I go for a hike. The weather out here in Hill Country, Texas is absolutely beautiful right now. I go for a drive. I'm exploring local breweries and distilleries. I'm reading a lot more again, which I've really personally enjoyed. I'm attempting new recipes that I haven't even made before. And then at night, I'm online with some of my friends playing Warzone, Battlefield 4, Hunt Showdown, just a bunch of different games that I haven't been playing in a while. And all that to really say, don't force it. Anytime someone asks how to not get bored of Red Dead Online in my comment section, I say just that, log off for now. Come back tomorrow. Come back next week. You're much better off doing that, I can guarantee you. And if the game bores you right now, then continuing to play and try and force and find something interesting in it isn't going to happen. You're just going to start resenting it. Once I get a good 4 to 5 hours in of Red Dead Online for the day between making a video and streaming it, it's so much more enjoyable to come back the next day and then play it than try to fill the extra hour of free time I have to play more RDO, which I've already been playing. So for folks commenting on my videos and asking me what I think and if Red Dead Online is dying, no, I don't think it's dying. There's no data that indicates that, but there is data that obviously indicates declining player interest in the game. And like always, whenever that gets below a certain threshold, Rockstar comes out with some big announcement because they starved players for new information and the ball gets rolling again with the hype. We saw this with the recent GTA and Red Dead Online announcements. Rockstar Games is the absolute master of this strategy, and it works insanely well for them. And I really wish it were different because it would benefit everyone's pursuit with this game and GTA Online. But at the end of the day, that is the organization we're dealing with. Now, something coming up on the channel I want to mention before we close out today is an additional bit of news about the Robbery update that provides us with a little more detail into what's coming. Not much, but there is an important distinction that was made with this info that was not clarified in the newswire from Rockstar Games, and that video is coming out next and tomorrow here on the channel. Initially, I wanted to include it at the end of this video today, but there's a lot to discuss, and so to save you from like a 45-minute video, I think it really deserves its own segment here this week. So just like for everything else, stay tuned because that's up next. Thank you so much for watching this video here today. We're going to wrap things up right here. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks. We'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at Hazardous HDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.